these rendezvous, we like to break it into different events on different days. This year, for example, we didn't have the normal cocktail party. We decided to have the costume party or the fancy dress party where people had to come dressed as their boat name. Ended up being a lot of fun. People got really relaxed and everybody got to know each other. Major sponsor is Sands. Sands has been great the last 2 years. They've sponsored us with beer and facilities, and they really do take care of us. Sands is the beer of the only real beer of the Bahamas, as they tell us. There's a floating bar called the Thirsty Cooter, which we contract every year. They float just off the beach, so you're standing waist deep in water while you order your hamburger in paradise. Tahiti Beach is like a big sandbar that comes out of the water. And here we have some of the most exciting events of the rendezvous. We have Lagoon sponsor umbrellas, so we have what's called the Rumbrella race. So the first part of this is we have to actually make the rum. This is a pretty big ceremony to get our hooligan juice put together, because hooligan juice contributes to the general behavior of the rendezvous attendees. So we have our Rumbrella race, which is obviously a downwind race, and we have different categories. We have float inflatables, and then we have solid boards, and people seem to take it quite seriously. We have some nice prizes, etc. So the Rumbrella race is the highlight. We also have the coconut toss, which we allocate helmets and gloves, etc., and safety gear, because some of the tossers really toss those things like Tom Brady would make a pass. So we have these coconuts whizzing all over the place. We introduced this year the blind rowing, where the person on the front is blindfolded and given a paddle, and the person on the back has to tell them to go left or right. It's utter and total confusion, and definitely not the most skilled people who end up winning this. Then the following day is the big day for our regatta. That's where everyone's had their shakedown and everyone is ready and everybody wants to perform. This year was pretty light winds, so they say any fool can sail in strong wind. It's only the skilled people that sail well in very light winds. Generally, everybody enters this. Everyone gets a handicap. It's a really fun day. This is where everyone measures themselves against everybody else. We have two different classes. We have the performance boats, which are obviously go a lot quicker in light winds. So we have an hour start an hour afterwards. The fast boats will start. So the slower boats or the cruising boats start at 11, and then the performance boats start at 12. It's about a 15-mile race, so the idea is that we all kind of arrive at the finish line at the same time. This year, the Catana took line on us, beat all the other go-fast boats, and there were some pretty respectable boats in the field. But the Catana won. It's our 4th annual regatta, and we thought it was time. It was our turn to win. So the new Ocean Class 50 Catana that we have turned out to be a magnificent sailboat. Even in light winds, it did very well. At the end of the big regatta, we end up at a place called Grabbers on Guana Key. Grabbers is a beachfront bar with a pool. We've used this destination for most of the ends of our regatta simply because the boats can anchor off the beach and everyone jumps in their dinghies and goes to the beach for drinks, and we have a nice meal on the beach. Our sponsors, Sands Beer, were there and gave a whole lot of beer away. We rely on sponsors, such as Maz Ocean, who are a big technical service company in Fort Lauderdale, La Victoire, who are probably the major finance company in the US, have North Sails, who sponsor a lot of numbers and swag and give a lot of help to our owners. Bali are a good sponsor of ours. They give us, they sponsor us for our pink party. We try and have a pink party every year. It's a very manly event. We do this annually, and the reason we do it is it's to develop the catamaran community and get catamaran owners to meet other catamaran owners and admire each other's catamarans and generally create a nice community of cruisers.